Hi madam, my name is PUNITHALECHUMI and my metric number is 10DTT 19F 2004.
My name is Tharaneythevy, daughter of PALANEVEL, and my metric number is 10DT19F 2009.
So today we are going to present our project 2. Okay, this is our registration form, and then this one is our search form, and lastly we have view form. So first we see the registration form coding. Okay, in this registration form coding, we use update subclass to call back all the data from student table. And then we use new button to clear all the data in text box. We also got use try and catch for this button. Okay, the next is we use save button to add new data in our student table. At last, we use close button to go back to welcome page. Okay, the next is for the search form. Okay, in the search form, we use data binding method to call back all the data from database. And then we use search button to search particular information from the student table. And also we use update button used to update student details. Okay, the next is we use close button to go back to welcome page. And we also use delete button to delete unwanted data from the student table. So now come let's see the output.
So we are in the welcome page now. We'll be adding a new member. So add new member. So you can see the new registration form. So we're going to add a new student details now. Okay, so we're going to click save now to add the record. A message box will pop up saying that data have been saved. Okay, so you can view the record down. Okay, so we're going to close this form now. And under the member details, we're going to search for the member. So now we're going to search by using the student name. When the search button is clicked, the update and delete button can be viewed. So we're going to update an information now. When the update button is clicked, a message will pop up saying the information is updated. As you can see, my register number has been changed. So now for the delete part. So a message bar will pop up saying that are you sure you want to delete this record? So if you click yes, the data will be deleted. Okay, so now the close button. So under the member details, you can view the data. So by clicking the view button, you can view all the data. And then close button to go back to the welcome page.
Okay, this is our second form. It's about borrow book, and then we have search form and also view form. So let's see the borrow book coding. This is our second database. We use update subclass to call back all the data in borrow list table. As usual, we also got new button to clear all the data and add button to add new data. At last, we have close button to go back to our welcome page. Let's see the coding for search form. This form with search, update and delete button. Here we use data binding method to call back all the data from database. For the update part, we can update a new details as we want. And the delete button, we can delete unwanted details. For the close button, we can go back to welcome page. And also we have search button to search data in borrow list database. And then the view form. In this form, we have view button, which is help us to view all the data in borrow list table. We also have close button to go back to welcome page.
So we'll go to the book information now. Borrow books. So we'll add a new record now. Okay, by clicking the save button, the record will be added. The data have been saved. So you can view the data. Okay. So close button to go back to the welcome page. So now for the search form, enter any student name and click the search button. Once the search button is clicked, update and delete button can be viewed. So now we'll be updating a record. Information updated. As you can see, the registration number has been updated. So now for the delete part. So are you sure you want to delete this record? If you click yes, then the data have been deleted. Okay. So now for the close button to go back to the welcome page. And then now for the view form, click the view button to view all the record. And then for the close button to go back to the welcome page.
So this is our third form. It's about book history and then book search, and also we have book view form. So let's see the book history coding. We got use update subclass to call back all the data from book info table, and then the reset button used to clear all the data from text box, and the add button used to add new data into book info table. By using the exit button, we can go back to welcome page. Next is search form. In this form, we use data binding method to call back all the data from book info table. And the search button we use to search particular data from book info table. We also have update button to enter new information. And the reset button used to clear all the data from the text box. Exit button used to exit from the form. And finally, the delete button used to delete unwanted data from book info table. And the last is book view form. We use view button to view all the data from the book info table, and also close button to go back to welcome page.
So now we'll look into the book history. So the same thing, you can add book details. By clicking the add button, the details will be saved. So you can view the data below. And then exit button to go back to the welcome page. Okay, so now for the search form, we have to search by the author. By clicking the search button, update and delete button can be viewed. So we'll be updating a data now. Information is updated. As you can see, the publication year has been changed. So now for the delete button, are you sure you want to delete this record? If yes, then the data have been deleted. By clicking exit button, we'll go back to the welcome page. And now for the view form, view button to view all the details. Close button to go back to the welcome page.
This is our last form. So this form is about find is 3. And we got use arithmetic operation. And this one is search form and also find view form. Let's see the coding. In this form also we use update sub class to call back all the data from the find table. In this part, we also got use simple arithmetic operation, which is finding the total amount of find. And here we use exception handling for calculation. So if the user enter non-numeric value means it will show error. We have submit button also. So after calculate the find, we can submit the details. It will add into the find table. We can go back to welcome page by using the back button and clear all the data by using the reset button. The next is search form. Here we use data binding method to call all the data from find table. And then reset button used to clear all the data from the text box. And then the search button for search details from find table. Update button used to update new details in the find table. The delete button for delete unwanted details. At last, the back button to exit. And also for the view form. In this form, we have two buttons, which is view button and back button. The view button used to view all the data in find table. And the back button used to go back to welcome page.
So next is for the find information. New find. So we'll add a new find history. Okay, so for the number of books, if alphabet is entered, a message box will pop up saying the input value must be integer. So when the calculate button is clicked, the total will appear. And then when the submit button is clicked, the data have been saved. You can view the data. And then click the back button to go back to the welcome page. And then now for the search form, enter the student name. So when the search button is clicked, update and delete button can be viewed. So we're gonna update the record now. information is updated. As you can see, the registration number has been changed. And then now for the delete button. Are you sure you want to delete this record? If yes, is click. Then the data have been deleted. Back button to go back to the welcome page. And then lastly, the view form. By clicking the view button, you can view all the details. And then the back button to go back to the welcome page. So now to exit this welcome page, click the exit, and then you'll be exited to the login form.
As we saw in this project 2, we use 4 tables. The first one is student, and then the second one is borrow list, and the third one is book info, and the last one is find.
Thank you.